This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, leading the league in podcasting entertainment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is a Fast Break Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Alongside me, as always, is Ricky Widmer.
What's up, guys?
And Dave Oster.
Hey, everybody.
And this is the end of the regular season podcast. We will be wrapping it up with our Wet Boy of the Year before we get into playoff talk, where we will go through round one, give our predictions, and then give our predictions based off of those predictions from the first round. So the first round, we'll be talking about the same matchups, but the second, third, and finals, we will not be talking about the same matchup. So it's going to be it's going to be an hour-long plus
Dive
podcast.
into the hypotheticals. You guys love that shit.
It's going to be a fun time. Last year, I bet my car and lost it.
Yeah.
So this year, we'll see what I'll lose.
What else you got?
Maybe my hair. It's getting pretty long. So I feel like I'm not too attached to it. So I think this might just be like a fork in the road. Will I cut my hair? Will I not? We'll find out. But before we do this, we do just want to reach out and say, check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. That's where you can help support us. That's where you can help pay for our haircuts. That's where you can help us out every month by supporting our channel. And then you also get some stuff back. We got a Discord server. We have a mock draft coming up on Saturday, and those patrons can see it early. We'll be getting that out to them tonight, we believe. And it's a great place to have discussions with us. It's a great place to keep that going. You have the bronze tier. We have that Discord membership. You get early access to some content. Silver, you get to pick some topics, whether it be the Fast Break, the Onside Kick, the Primetime Podcast, any of the podcasts, and then the $10 tier, the gold tier, where you get to be on a podcast. And we'll have plenty of those guys on the podcast next week, so it's gonna be great. What are you laughing at, kid?
Just stupid thoughts in my head.
Like what?
Nope. Not sure.
No, this is like when the teacher. This is like when you're talking to class, Dave. I'm trying to do my goddamn job, and you're fucking up.
I've been there way too many times, so I know how Sean feels.
At first, I was smirking because there's lightning outside, and I had a stupid thought about the lightning, and I was like, "Oh no!"
And the thunder roll,
and then it did,
and the lightning strike.
It was lightning, and then you talk about playoffs and hypotheticals, and then I went into Garth Brooks.
Nice.
And I just had that going in my head on a loop. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. That's stuff I like.
I like that you pulled that out. You're like, I know where he's going with this.
I'm glad you brought up some Garth Brooks. I don't like Garth Brooks, but he's
a fun-loving guy.
I think of the SNL skit.
Yeah.
I think of I Got Friends in Low Places.
Great song.
And then I'm thinking of a thing. There's an Instagram account called Baseball Vandals, baseball card vandals, where they like mark up old baseball cards and make a picture out of it.
Yeah.
And they made one that's called Garth Fucks. It's like quoting I Got Friends in Low Places.
Oh my God.
It's great. Anyways, let's get into Wet Boys. This is our weekly segment where we talk about the dampest of dudes, the soggiest of shooters, the moistest of men. This is Wet Boys. We talk about the guys who absolutely popped off in the past week, had historic performances or historic careers. This is where we give those guys praise. And Ricky, we're going to start off with you. And not only are we going to start off with somebody special to the NBA, but we're also going to start off with somebody special to our area as well.
Yep.
He is a Chicago kid.
And this is one from, like, the thing that got me, it's D-Wade, obviously. More so just for the last home game that he played, the 30-point game that he had this week, than the Banana Boat reunion when he was in Brooklyn to end the season. But
with a triple-double.
The thing I think that is,
also,
to me,
poor planning on the NBA to put it in Brooklyn. His last game should have been in.
Yeah.
It should have been in Miami.
Yeah.
But the thing that I saw on Twitter that kind of choked me up was the video, and if you have not seen it, his son reenacted the From Robbins commercial.
Zaire.
Yeah, where it's like he's kind of shooting on the court or practicing a shot, running up the stairs, and then just the From Robbins, Illinois, and it's just like, oh my God, this is cool. Seeing his son do that exact same image for image.
The one that got to me was the Budweiser one.
With the commercial,
this three's for
with the jerseys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not here's my robe, and here's
don't spoil it. What if someone hasn't seen it?
I'm just saying, go check it out.
It's
I'm
depressing.
not telling them why. It makes you cry.
Yeah.
It's a tearjerker.
I mean, we'll talk about another guy too, but D-Wade really went all out for this retirement. The sponsors went all out for the retirement. They did not pull any punches with D-Wade's retirement, and he also did not pull any punches in those past two games. He had phenomenal.
He was going for it, man.
Yeah, he had phenomenal performances in one thing too. I mean, Barack Obama. even gave him a thing, and he said, "You don't look like you're getting too much older. You look like you still play," which is pretty true.
Yeah.
I think D Wade could still give some decent minutes. So he's retiring on top, not going out with a ring, but still pretty damn good. So shout out to D Wade, shout out to Oakland, shout out to Richards High School.
He's got enough of those. I mean, he's got enough rings to where some people don't even get one. He's got multiple.
True. Your guy.
My guy's kind of a big deal.
Your guy doesn't have any rings.
No, not yet. Yeah. But he does share a name with someone who's a fantastic player who I love growing up, Anfernee Simons. This kid looks like he's 14. Legit, like he's a kid at the end of the bench. Like, how'd that kid get like courtside seats? Like, oh yeah, he's on the team.
He's got a jersey.
He's also got a jersey on. That's pretty cool. He had an amazing game in which the Portland Trailblazers tried to tank by playing only 6 players, all of them kids basically. Somehow couldn't lose the game. And that's all well and fun, but really, I don't give a shit about that. Like, that was a cool achievement, gold star. But really, it's dry do time, boys. Because something happened this week that no one saw coming, and I hope nobody saw this coming, because Magic Johnson, you are the driest of dry dudes of the year. You win the crown. You really messed up. Like, you took on a position that you had no expertise in, that you had no credibility for, and you did nothing to help this team, and then you walk out on a surprise. Like, it's the ultimate, like, package of, like, what just happened?
I will never get the image out of my head of, like...
You're going Magic Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Magic Johnson's my dry dude.
I made one for Anfernee Simons.
Sorry? Sean,
what the fuck, dude?
Do it up. Well, that's not my job.
So you're going Magic Johnson.
As
a dry dude. No wet boys. I dust off the dry dudes only once before, and that was for the NBA refs who deserved it. But I'm feeling something deep in me, Sean, and I'm not loving it.
Well, I'm not loving it. I wanted to clear up.
Dave's going to next pull out the I ain't gonna be here next week.
Well, I gotta clear up the fact that for audio listeners who won't see the thing change, what just happened, because we have to now make a dry dude thing.
Sorry, that's the state of the game, man.
Yeah, we won't have time to talk about Magic Johnson because his team's out in the playoffs, and that's why he bailed out. But man, that's it was a good twist.
Yeah.
Good job, Dave.
I'm not channel on that shit.
Yeah. You did a way better job at that than Magic Johnson did at his actual job.
Ooh.
Yeah. He also quit ESPN too. Remember
those jokes are going to go all
Remember that?
year.
Remember he fought with not Ben Simmons, Bill Simmons, and then he quit?
I think the
Remember
best...
when he was a coach and then he quit?
Yeah.
And then when he was a player and he quit?
Remember when he was the owner of the
Magic,
the Dodgers, and then he quit?
Yeah, but he was better with the Dodgers.
I mean, was he really?
Yeah, I would say.
How many World Series did they?
No.
What did
didn't
he
win anything, but
what
like
was he responsible for doing?
I'm not defending him. He was better with the Dodgers than he was with the Lakers.
Yeah, because he didn't do anything. He just gave them money.
He didn't have to do anything.
What were you gonna say though before I cut you off? How were you also just gonna like roll into that?
What the Magic Johnson?
Yeah,
he was just okay with it, man.
It's fine. He's a dry dude. He's the driest of dudes. No, the thing I found the funniest was the Jeannie Buss tweet after. I saw it on the Herd where it's like, oh, thank you for like working with you, and the heart emojis, and then how Cowherd's like, no, this is what you should have tweeted, and it's basically like, we're gonna look for a candidate who's gonna be committed to us.
Yeah,
like that to me was the funniest of it. It's like, why are we trying to make friends with someone who didn't tell you?
He's a lifelong friend, and I get they have a relationship, but he just wasn't good for the job. He wasn't right for the job, and the fact that he bounced before the year was even up on the like surprise. I didn't want to even tell Jeannie because she would have changed my mind.
Yeah,
like what a cop out.
Would have talked me into staying.
It's so weird because him and Rob Pelinka had the meeting with LeBron, and like apparently there was no mention of him leaving at that point. He had the meeting with Jeannie, and he didn't mention it at all.
Nope.
Like. I could not imagine going into my boss's office and be like, hey, I'll see you tomorrow, and just not showing up. Because I can't have a press conference. But like that would be my thing. Or like tweeting, just be like, I quit.
I'm done.
Yep, not going to work tomorrow.
I will
say,
my
boss.
I have been in Magic Johnson's shoes, and it's not a good feeling. It's like when I changed jobs, it was I went on a job interview on Thursday, got the job. Oh, when do you want me to start? How about Monday? I had to go into my job that Friday and go, oh, by the way, I know it's so-and-so's last day. It's my last day, too.
Yikes.
Very much, yeah.
So the party you're having for her, just tag my name right on that side.
Here's another thing, too. This is kind of like the opposite of what happened to Dave Yeager today, because there's reports that came out from Shams saying Vlade Divac is planning on firing Dave Yeager, and then Woj tweeted out, Vlade Divac and Dave Yeager have a planned meeting coming where Vlade Divac plans to fire Dave Yeager. And it's like, well, I'm guessing Dave Yeager's learning that he's getting fired from these tweets and not from Vlade Divac.
Yeah. Like, do you pull the move and just like decline invite?
Yeah. I'm not going to that meeting.
I get the gist.
I'm busy,
you guys. Yeah.
So he's going to office space?
I got to go be the president of the Lakers.
Yep.
If I never go to that meeting, they can't fire me. And then I just move to the basement.
There you go.
Well, and we'll
with
probably
my stapler.
I don't know if we'll talk about
Mail
Yeager.
those pink slips to Siberia.
Real quick, I don't know if we'll talk about Yeager at all.
Sorry, I was going full Charlie on that.
Yeah, Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Carol.
I don't know if we'll talk about Yeager at all. But I just want to throw this out there that he left that Grizzlies job for that Kings job.
Yeah.
Had the best season since 2006 of the Kings, and they're like, yeah, fuck you, bye.
That was a
ridiculous.
surprise.
That's why I was here in Chicago going, with arms wide open, and of course we're not going to.
Nope. Jim Boylan, long-term answer.
I think what it more says is that Dave Yeager might just be a huge asshole.
Yeah, there might be something there.
If he's leaving Memphis and then Vlade Divac's like, you just had a ton of success, you're out of here, buddy. I don't know like what the plan is there in Sacramento. I never do.
Yeah.
Let's move to mine, my wet boy, and it is my favorite player when I was growing up, and now my new favorite player just also plays for this team as well, Luka Doncic. It's Dirk Nowitzki, like D Wade, also going out on his last ride. Not the final ride. He wanted to go out very quietly, and Mark Cuban's like, fuck that.
Yeah. You see him crying out there?
Yeah. Did you see him crying? Did you see like every employee, like the hot dog guy, like the guy who moves their cars, the guy who does security, like all of them were just in the building, like waiting for Dirk. Like it was crazy, and I don't think Dirk wanted any of that, but he got it, and he deserves it. Dirk.
Do you feel like Dirk was forced into retirement this year? Because I feel like he in the back of his head is like
top 10 power forward, man. Top 10 power forward.
Current power forward. You got to clarify that.
If you want to go check out what Ricky's meaning, check out our top 10 power forwards preseason edition. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Dirk was forced into retirement. He probably told Cuban like, hey, this is going to be my last year. And that's also, you could see that in the minutes. Like, I think if they weren't, they would probably play Dirk more. Yeah. Because I mean, he was bad still.
He was pretty bad.
But like, you're not just gonna leave him on the end of the bench.
He's part of the tank.
I think they wanted to put out more younger guys, and he probably let them know, like, hey, it's fine because I'm retiring.
Yep.
And Mark Cuban was like, I'm just going to go behind your back, and you're not pulling a Tim.
We're having a bash.
You're not pulling a Tim Duncan thing. You're not just leaving.
Not going quietly in the night.
Here in Dallas. But yeah, Dirk in the past 3 games, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. I got to change this graphic because I put rebounds twice. 35% from the field, which is not good. 32% from 3, which is all right. But still, he left Dallas with a 30-point game, and we love Dirk no matter what. And shout out to Dirk.
All-time great.
I've worn my jersey on the podcast before, and it still does very small.
Technically 3 all-time greats on this episode.
Yeah. 3 Hall of Famers.
Yep.
And also, one thing I want to throw out there is not only is D Wade going out high for his career, he's also going out high for Miami because that is the first Miami Heat wet boy.
Hell yeah.
We didn't mention that.
That boggled my mind.
Now every team has gotten a wet boy.
Yeah, we've covered them all. I thought that we had given Justice one, but like a couple weeks he was just the honorable mention.
Yeah.
He was doing real good playing point guard now. Honorable mention.
Well, and I was also going to mention with Dirk Nowitzki's best thing I saw from that game. Can't even remember what shot Dirk was. It was like either a baseline shot or a layup. And just Luka, just like his excitement, he's like jumping up and down.
Yeah.
And I saw it on Twitter. Everyone's like, this is everybody right now. Luka is everyone. He's just so excited, like a kid.
Feeding him to start that game. It was every shot was Dirk's shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he had the first 10 points in that game.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing too about Luka is like literally he's like younger than me.
He's a kid.
So like that is exactly what I would be out there if I was an NBA player, if I was 6'8" and had any capabilities basketball wise to play basketball, which I don't.
I don't know. You taught me and Dave how to shoot.
Dirk did, and
you tried to teach me how to shoot. You tried to teach a bowl of
well,
how to shoot.
you're easier to teach.
You had
Dave
a
is
shot. I had
broken.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was the one
Like,
that I kept doing like the
you
I
did the
carried
belly
it from
pull.
my like.
That's fine.
You keep doing the wrong thing, but I would just have to like work with you a ton
Like
more.
I make MKG's hitch look like nothing.
Bingo.
Like his shot looks like Steph Curry compared
Dave
to
is
me.
building it, and I'm just tweaking yours.
Yeah.
And that's done just by like
So like when
shock
people complain
therapy.
about hitching their shot, just think Dave shooting.
It's incredibly worse.
Oh no, Dave doesn't have a hitch. Dave just doesn't have a shot.
Yeah.
You kind of have a hitch Because you
I always
start too
catch it low and then I bring it up.
You take it, bring it down, and then go up.
Yeah, I go.
That's not really a hitch in the actual shooting motion, but it's just a hitch.
It's just
in
a motion.
your motion, and then you shouldn't do it. Anyways,
Shot Doctor Sean.
yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't watch, bro. Anyways, let's go.
Shots fired.
Away from Wet Boys. Oh wait, no, we got to talk about the Wet Boy of the Year.
Hell yeah.
Wet Boy of the Year
Duh.
award. It is award season.
The guy who
Sean.
ran away with it.
Yes, the guy who ran away with it, James Harden.
Skyrocketed away with it.
10 awards for James Harden this year, 10 weekly awards for James Harden. That means he is the king of Wet Boy Mountain, Wet Boy Landia. I think we came up with a name last year and we totally forgot about it.
I think I gave him a couple of those.
Wetlandia.
You gave him 6.
So Dave gave James Harden
I
the Wet Boy
decided
of the
James
Year.
Harden is the Wet Boy of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't blame you.
Well, I remember it was like every week Dave would come in. So you guys are going to give it to him? No, I got this guy. I got this guy. Fuck you guys.
So we gave him 3 collective as a podcast.
As a unanimous
from January 12th to the 25th.
Did mean Sean and me only gave him 1?
And then Dave gave him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then me and you gave him 1. I finished with 10.
I think I gave him 1.
Okay.
No, you gave him 1. You gave him the other one.
Okay.
You gave it to him on. You gave him a Christmas present on December 22nd.
Yeah.
Nice.
You gave him the 10th one. So that's your king is James Harden. In second place is both LeBron James, the defending Wet Boy king, and Steph Curry, who has 4. AD had 3, Derrick Rose had 3, Luka had 3, Zach LaVine had 3, Kat had 3, Giannis had 3, and Trae Young had 3.
And that's all third
Some
place.
great company.
Yeah, Kevin.
It's all third place.
And then a ton of guys with 2 too. Kevin Durant had 2, Kawhi had 2, Clay had 2, Blake, Paul George, D'Angelo Russell, Devin Booker, and Russ all had 2. So a lot of guys. I mean, the love was spread pretty much.
Yeah, how
we
many
have
total this year?
46 guys get a Wet Boy.
Pretty unique.
And the best thing
And
about
then 2
it
dry dudes.
Yep.
is technically because we have 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every single Wet Boy is a top 5 Wet Boy. Because there's
That's
ties.
pretty unique.
Wow.
Every single, even the guys with 1 are tied for 5th.
Yeah, and 45 last year. So we upped it.
Nice.
And we got the first ever 2 dry dudes this year.
Yeah, 2 dry dudes.
The refs and Magic.
Last year we had our first college player. This year we had our first Miami Heat player.
Was there a thought this year in college? Was there anybody who had a standout performance throughout? I don't think anybody did enough. Like Carson Edwards has a great run. Ja had a great 2 games.
If Gardner Webb would have beat Virginia, I would have gave it to one of them. Like if something like that would have happened, I would have gave it to one of them.
Yeah, I mean, literally the only reason we gave it to him was because he beat a 16 over, a 1 seed as a 16 seed. So I mean, and then that was something that has never been done before. Sure. So if that happened, I don't know, it literally can't happen again. Yeah. So unless a 16 seed wins like the national championship, I doubt we're going to see another college kid. I mean, we had probably the greatest college kid of my lifetime. In Zion, and we couldn't get one at all.
We could have gave it to Ja after his triple-double.
No, that's...
It was like 16, 12, and 10.
I'm just saying, triple-doubles.
No, he doesn't he doesn't respect the triple-double.
Has Russell Westbrook been the best player in the NBA in the past 3 years?
Clearly not.
Okay. I mean, like...
But he was the award winner for one of them because he made history.
Yeah, it's impressive what he's done, but he also hasn't been consistent. He's just been consistently getting those numbers, but he hasn't been consistently great. He's been getting worse.
Arguable.
No, he has. He went from 32 points a game to 20.
Yeah, but he also added a Paul George who actually decided he was going to play basketball this year, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I guess, but I'm just saying, like, his efficiency has also gotten worse.
I don't disagree. He is. I'm just going to cut my losses here and say, numbers got bad.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he did.
Low numbers bad. Big box score good for fantasy though.
What I want to do right now is I just want to, if you want to look at the Wet Boy list right now, just pick out a name that kind of still shocks you to this day. That got a Wet Boy. That if you looked preseason and looked at this, you'd
Derrick
be shocked.
Rose with how many he got.
Okay, the amount of D Rose, that's a good one.
That is actually
and that's what me not even looking at because I closed it like, hey, we're gonna crown our fantasy winner and. Yeah, I would say
D-Rose got 3. Yeah, D-Rose got 3. Got one on November 3rd, 10th, and then December 29th.
I got 2 of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, throw them
up. Jaleel Okafor getting a Wet Boy again, because I thought that boy was washed.
Yeah. Mario Hazonia getting a Wet Boy?
No, I knew that boy had talent still.
Yeah, February 1st, Ja got his.
And then the other one is obviously Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
2 guys.
I feel like we were gonna work Bruno in at some point.
Bruno deserved it.
Yeah, no, he did. But like the fact that I was gonna agree with Noah.
Yeah. I think Noah's more surprising than Bruno. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, this man was jumping in a pool over the summer, trying to figure out how his like knees and hips and all those joints were gonna work again. And he comes in and starts playing legitimate minutes in the NBA again out of nowhere.
Remember early on in the season, before James Harden started going off, and we were like, man, AD's got 3 wet boys. Like, man, he might be running away with it, guys.
He starts every year so strong, though. Remember 2 years ago when he was dropping like 50 20s?
Yeah. Well, no, he ended last year strong. That was the thing. That's why I picked him for MVP, and I was going to pick him for Defensive Player of the Year, too. Yeah. At preseason was because he was ended the year like a fucking monster.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why he put himself in the MVP category, and that's why I was on the NBA Award Show on TNT. They didn't ask for my permission, but I don't really care.
But they used your voice.
They did for that segment. But yeah, it was. I mean, that's something that AD did start off strong, but then he requested a trade and just didn't want to play for New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I think
that's all, folks.
I think that might be my shocking one is the fact that after February 1st, he did not get a wet boy. So for let's see, for 22 straight weeks, he did not get a wet boy. Which is shocking for one of the best players in the NBA.
It is. Are you surprised by the lack of Giannis, the gap between Giannis and Harden? Because that is the MVP race as it stands today. And we've got Harden at 10 and Giannis at just 3. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's a missed opportunity on our end, or just...
We consistently brought up the fact that Giannis kept getting snubbed. So Giannis should have had 6.
Okay.
But we kept just picking other guys. And I think another thing too is that didn't we all pick James Harden for our MVP?
Yeah.
You have
no, I picked Giannis.
Okay. I might have picked Giannis actually for
I picked Giannis.
My preseason prediction was actually Giannis, but I said
if you had to pick right now, who would you pick?
It's James Harden.
Yeah, if you had to pick right now, you'd go Giannis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, 2 of the 3 of us think that he's the MVP. So and last year I think we said, LeBron is the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
He probably deserves MVP every single year. Not saying that James Harden wasn't deserving last year, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the problem with the damn definition of the word. I mean, MVP. What does it really mean to every single voter is going to change. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I find it shocking that James Harden did have as many as he did. But yeah, that's going to probably do it. Joakim Noah and the amount of James Harden, the lack of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the question that I have to ask is, so LeBron got playoff wet boy because he pretty much went to the finals and had a ton of games to work from. Does James Harden, without giving up any answers of what we're going to talk about today, can he be wet boy king in the playoffs without going to the finals?
Who, James Harden?
Yeah,
yes.
that's a tough
Let's say
one.
he gets 8 games. Well, not 8 games because that would be a
2
fucking
sweeps?
sweep. Let's say he gets
the other.
14 games and gets knocked out in the second round. Can he get?
He could. I mean, if he continues to put up, darn near 40 and 8 and 6 or something,
Because that also depends on how many weeks it goes out.
Freaking ridiculous.
I'm going to say no. Because LeBron won it with 4 last year, and he had to go all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
But LeBron won it with 5 because Dave and I picked him twice in the same week.
Yeah, he deserved it though.
That was the thing.
So salty that one. That was so BS.
I don't think that
he deserved it.
I don't think it's possible.
Did it just so Kevin Durant didn't win it, but that's besides the point.
Who cares? Fuck Kevin Durant.
I do.
Yep, that's the part.
But yeah, I think that would be the thing that sticks out. It's just, I think that would be the thing for James Harden is he needs to make it to the finals.
Does a coach get it this year in the playoffs like we gave it to Brett Stevens?
Probably.
Last year?
If Brett Brown has a good game or a couple games, he'd probably get a wet boy.
That'd be a shocker.
Brett Brown would not be the coach I picked to get a wet boy.
No, but I'm saying if he has a really good game.
If
I mean, that was what
wins,
Stevens did was he shut down LeBron. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's true. That was pretty magical. I think if Pop wins a series, I'm probably going to have to give him one because I just don't expect this Spurs team. I get it. They've been doing it all year. They're winning games. I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm still surprised. Right? That'd be weird.
Spoiler, I don't see him getting out of the first round.
Shocker.
Spoiler for me.
Shocker. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that's about it. I think we're going to be pretty heavy on the player end again, so I don't think it's going to be Harden, though. I don't know. It's just depth. Sean's saying it. You got to make it all the way. And I don't know that the Rockets will.
We'll have to see. It's probably just going to be a Warrior. It'll probably be Kevin Durant. Anyways, let us know your wet boy of the year, whether it be Joakim Noah, Bruno. What's his last name? Bruno. I know it.
Are you
Caboclo. Yeah. Bruno Caboclo.
I thought you were going to go with Fernandez again. Like,
Bruno Fernandez.
Our draft pick.
Shout out
right here.
Shout out our favorite college player, Bruno Fernandez. Let us know your wet boy though of the year, whether it be Joakim Noah, Bruno Caboclo, any of the other Grizzlies, or James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Steph Curry.
One last thing we have to do. I don't know if you forgot about it. We have to give special love to our fantasy king.
Oh my God, yes, I keep
the
forgetting.
guy who won.
Shout out Super Hippo.
And who gets the
shout out boy Kyle.
The Mulberries.
Starberries.
Oh, yeah.
The Starberries.
Super Hippo, if you're watching this, reach out. You won. We came in second place. Dave can't get us Starberries, and we got to ship you some Starberries.
You have no idea how upset I am.
We got to ship you some Starberries.
You texted us this morning. I was like, so did Grayson get us a win?
I was hopeful.
Wait, Grayson? We don't have Grayson.
Yeah, we did. Last week we dropped Gary Harris and picked up Grayson Allen.
He's not gonna watch. He's not gonna pay attention, Sean.
Because Gary Harris was not shooting well and did not have good field goal percentage, but Grayson Allen was.
Yeah. That's what you get out of us, Sean. You leave the kids to manage the shop, and this is what you walk back in on.
Don't have day jobs because people ruin their dreams.
Grayson dropped 40.
Kyle, reach out to us on Twitter.
Oh, what was his percentage, though?
Not great.
We'll get you your
11 of 30, I think.
That's what we needed.
We'll get you your Starberries, and you're the winner of the.
Made it to the line a bunch of times, though. He's 13 to 15, I think.
The 2019.
That might have helped us.
We'll get you the 2019 prize.
We were second, though. That's not bad.
Can I fucking end the segment?
No, I want to keep it going.
Now you know how that feels.
We're going 30 minutes on this shit.
Kyle, reach out to us on Twitter. We'll get you your prize for being the 2019 champion for the Fantasy Break. Fantasy Fast Break fucking basketball league. Can we cut this? That was horrible.
No, keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
All right, whatever. Kyle, reach out to us on Twitter.